Okay, so we have this equation here, and it looks like it's part of a multiple choice question. And I'm saying you can always get these correct. You absolutely can, even if you don't know how to do this problem. Okay, so let's say this wasn't a multiple choice question, and you were just, told to put your answer in here, and you're like, oh, I don't know how to do that problem. Well, then you would be kind of like in a tough spot. But anytime you have options, okay, especially multiple choice exams, I mean, this is like gold in terms of your grade on particular tests and exams. So whatever test or exam you might be taking in terms of mathematics, and there's multiple choice, part of that exam is going to be multiple choice, which is pretty common. You definitely have to pay attention what I'm going to be talking about now it's going to be fairly common sense, but a lot of students forget this, okay, going into an exam, and they'll kind of approach these problems in an incorrect way. In other words, they'll look at this problem and they might come at it like, I'm just going to brute force just do this problem. Now, this problem is fairly easy to do if you know what you're doing. They'll do the problem, and then they'll try to recognize the answer. And that's a decent approach, but there's a better way, especially for those of you out there that, might get, tripped up on some of these more advanced problems, okay? Even if you don't know how to do the problem, you can always get it right. Anyways, I'm going to get into exactly what I'm talking about here in just one second, but first, let me quickly introduce myself. My name is John. I'm the founder of TabletClass Math. I'm going to leave a link to my math help program in the description of this video, but basically I have 100 plus different math courses ranging from pre-algebra to pre-calculus and everything in between. So if you're at the middle school, high school, or even college level in terms of your mathematics, I can help you with your math course. Now, if you're taking any exam that has test on it, any exam that has not a test on it, obviously has a test on it. I'm talking about an exam that has math on it. So, for example, the GED, SAT, ACT, GRE, GMAT, ASVAB, ACCUPLACE, or CLEP exam, teacher certification exam, nursing school entrance exam. I can go on and on and on. So many different type of exams, various walks of life and goals, and whether it's vocational school, placement into college, have math on it. Okay, somebody thinks math is pretty important, and if you don't get through the math section on these particular exams, you don't pass these exams. So I can help you prepare and pass those particular exams. If you homeschool, I have a great comprehensive homeschool math curriculum. And if you don't have good math notes right now, well, you need something to study from. You can use my math notes. I'm going to leave links to my math notes in the description of this video as well. But hopefully, okay, you don't need my math notes because you got to be taking great math notes. I've been teaching math for decades. Listen, this is the number one thing you could do to help yourself succeed in mathematics. All right, let's get into this problem here. Now, this is going to be fairly common sense, okay? So a lot of you are going to be like, yeah, I already know what you're talking about. Well, maybe you do know what I'm talking about. I can tell you right now, though, on exams, a lot of you, even though you're going to understand what I'm going to be talking about, forget this because you get into the zone of, you get into like a highly focused uh, game plan, and you forget some basic test taking strategies that can really save you, quite a bit of points on various exams. So, bottom line is, if you're taking any exam that has multiple choice math questions on it, which a lot of these, even these exams that I'm talking about here, have multiple choice options. Okay, so you got to be paying attention, and let's get to it. So, what am I talking about? Okay, well, I'm talking about the following. Let's take a look at our options here. Okay. Now, I have A, B, C. Now, I could put D here and be like none of the above, right? So that's always an option. But sometimes you don't, this doesn't show up all the time, okay? So let's just take this out for now. Typically, for a lot of multiple choice math questions, here's, they're giving you the answers, okay? So it's either A, B, or C. Now, of course, they could be D and E or whatnot. I'm just kind of keeping it simple for this particular video. So one of these, A, B, or C, has to be the answer, okay? Now, what a lot of students do when they're taking a test, they'll look at this equation and they'll be like, okay, and I'm specifically talking about equations right now. They'll go in and they'll try to solve this equation, which is not a bad approach if you can quickly solve it. So the typical approach, that most students have is they'll solve, they'll get their answer, and then they'll go look for their answer. Okay, now that's pretty good, right? But what happens if you're looking at this and you're like, you're like, I really don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, I don't know how to solve that. So what happens? A lot of students, time is ticking by. That you're wasting time on this exam. You're looking at this, you're like, I don't know really what to do. What should I do? Can I solve this? I'm not quite sure what's going on. Well, listen, you have to, immediately recognize that when you see an equation, okay, we're talking a multiple choice, all right, and here's the answers. Even if you don't know what you're doing, okay, if you could do the following, you'll be able to identify the right answer. Okay, so if you don't know how to immediately solve this, okay, you should be thinking to yourself, all right, what's my backup plan? So I know I'm kind of sounding redundant, but I really want to stress that because this is the whole point of the video. Okay, so what I'm talking about is let's go ahead and plug in these solutions into the equation and see which one works. All right, that is oftentimes the better approach, especially when you're dealing with more advanced equations. Okay, that could take a long time. Right. Another approach is to use the answers just to plug in and identify the correct answer because that's really what it's about on these tests. It's not about you demonstrating your ability to do math. Quite frankly, it's about your ability to, excuse me, just get points. Right? That's the whole goal. All right, so let's see how this would work. Okay, so here let's test option A. Excuse me. So how do we do this? Well, let's go ahead and plug in 1. That's this option saying x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 2. And of course, hopefully those of you out there recognize that this is a quadratic equation. It does have 2 solutions. So let's just plug in 1 real quick and see if it works. So what do I do? Well, I'm going to plug in a 1 wherever the x is at, and I'm going to see what this tells me. Okay, so 1 squared is 1. All right, so that's pretty easy. So 1 times 3 is 3. So 3 times 1 is 3. So we can see this is going to end up as 3 minus 3. Is that equal to 0? Yes, it is. Okay, 0 is equal to 0, meaning that this right here is in fact a good solution. Okay, but that doesn't mean anything because guess what? I also have x equals 1 down here. So this is part of the solution. And I'm like, okay, well, it's either going to be this one or this one. Okay, so as soon as you find something that works, but there's like multiple parts of the answer, that you have to kind of do the process of elimination. Let me ask you, do we even have to waste time on B? No, we don't. Okay, we don't even have to test this. Okay, because we were lucky enough to start with A. Now, if you started with B, you would have to continue on. These right here, you'll see wouldn't work, but this works. But 1 is in both A and in C. So what do? Well, let's just test the next value. Now, let me just say this much. When we have 2 choices here. We could test x equals 2, or we could test x equals 0. 0 is one of the best numbers in math because it's super easy to work with, but we'll test x equals 2 just to kind of keep this consistent. So this would be 3 times 2 squared minus 3 times 2. We're looking to see if the left equals to the right. That's the whole concept behind solutions to equations. So 2 squared is 4. That's going to be 3 times 4 minus 6. You can see this isn't going to work. So 12 minus 6, that is not 0. Therefore, this goes away. So therefore, C must be the correct option. Okay. Now, I could have just, said, oh, I have 0. I could plug that in super easy. So 3 times 0 squared minus 3 times 0. You can see this is simply going to be 0 minus 0. Is that equal to 0? Yes, it is. That's true. So we can confirm that as well. But the bottom line is this, okay? When you're taking an exam, you have to immediately say to yourself, is there, multiple choice options on this exam? And anytime you have an equation with answers, you should immediately consider this approach, okay? Especially if the equations are quite challenging to solve, right? This comes up over and over and over again. Matter of fact, I'm just curious, for those of you in the comments, or put into the comments section, have you used this strategy before? Okay, were you kind of aware of it, or would you be aware of it, and did you kind of already immediately pick up on it when you're watching this? Okay, so hopefully that's the case. If you said, "Oh, well, I was familiar with it, but I kind of forget that when I take tests," what I find with students that even know the material very, very well, they get into this kind of test anxiety and then they forget good test taking strategies. Okay, this is one of them. Other ones are like, common sense things, right? Like finish the exam. Don't ever turn your exam in early, right? There's a ton of different stuffs, different things like that. Matter of fact, I have a playlist. On my YouTube channel. I think it's called like motivation and math tips and whatnot. You can check out other videos I've done on test taking strategies. Very, very important. Okay, when you're taking a test, yes, your job is to get as many points as possible. And hopefully, this little video is, a good little tip for you that you'll remember. And if that is the case, go ahead and consider smashing that like button. That definitely helps me out. And if you're new to my YouTube channel, hopefully you'll consider subscribing. I've been on YouTube for 10 plus years, have over 1,000 plus videos. My goal is to try to teach math in a clear and understandable way. So if you think you like my teaching style, please take advantage of all the content that I've made. I've made a lot of material over the years, and I'm going to be making a lot of materials in the future as long as I possibly can because I'm obsessed with teaching mathematics. But my best math help will always be within my math help program. Okay, so with that being said, I definitely wish you all the best in your mathematics adventures. Thank you for your time and have a great day.